What do you think is the perfect representation of the United States? The flag, of course. The United States flag is the symbol of our country. And I have had to do many projects in middle school and high school, and I've become somewhat of a mini professional. Today I'd like to tell you about the history of the United States flag, each part of the flag and its meaning, and some interesting facts. First, let's look at how our great flag got its beginning. There was a need for a country flag for the United States when the United States wanted to declare independence from England. Since the United States wanted to be its own country, they needed their own country's flag. They needed it for identification purposes such as today. Each country needed a flag for identifying themselves in situations such as battle. It showed whose side you were on. The story is told that the Congressional Committee, which concluded 3 people, one was George Washington, approached Betsy Ross, the best seamstress in Philadelphia, with the plan for the United States flag. Although it's not been proven that Betsy Ross sewed the first flag, she is given credit. United States flag was sewed in about 1776. The first flag had the 13 alternating red and white horizontal stripes, but only 13 stars in a blue background in the corner. Now let's look at the history, each individual part of the flag. The flag has changed a lot from its beginning till present day, but the meaning has always remained the same. The color of the flag has always been red, white, and blue. Red stands for valor. The blue stands for justice. The white stands for innocence and purity. The stripes have always been horizontal and alternating red and white. The first flag had 13 stripes, 13 stars for the 13 colonies. In 1791 and 1792, Vermont and Kentucky were added to the Union, which meant 2 stripes and 2 stars were added to the flag. By 1818, 5 more states were added to the Union. Congress knew they couldn't keep adding a stripe after stripe for every state added to the number of stars and stripes. Congress set rules for the number of stars and stripes on the flag. There would always be 13 stripes for the original colonies. The number of stars always would match the number of states there were. Throughout the years, there have been many different arrangements of the stars before regulations were set for how the stars were to be arranged. On a few flags, such as some of the first, the stars were arranged in a circle. Many states even have the stars arranged in the letter that their state started with, such as Vermont started with a V, so their stars would be arranged in a V. The arrangement that is still used today was made in 1959 when President Eisenhower made an executive order for the number of stars to be 9 rows of stars staggered horizontally and 11 rows of stars to be staggered vertically. Now let's look at some interesting facts about the United States flag. There are many interesting facts about the flag. The U.S. flag is originally a whopping 30 foot by 42 foot and is on display at the Smithsonian Museum. Something you may not realize is even the shades of colors used is standardized. For the red, Old Glory red was used. For the blue, Old Glory blue is used. And for the white, it's just plain white. June 14th was made officially National Flag Day, but it's not actually a federal holiday. On Flag Day, you see flags everywhere, being flown everywhere. Have you ever wondered where the flag should be displayed? It was set in 1942 by the U.S. Flag Code. The flag should be displayed on or near public institutions, schools during school days, and outside the polling place on election days. This also covered how the flag must be flown. A couple examples are, it should never be hung upside down. No other flag should be flying at the U.S. flag. If on the same level, it should be to the right. Some examples of when the flag is to be flown is New Year's Day, Independence Day, Lincoln's birthday, Flag Day, and Veterans Day, and many others. We all know that when we see a flag flown at half-staff, it's mourning a national death. But only a president or state governor can order the flag to be flown at half-staff. Regulations stating size and proportion of the flag are also covered under this code as well. Now that I've discussed a brief history of the United States flag, let's review what we've learned. Today I've discussed the history and evolution of the United States flag. After learning a brief explanation of all the aspects of the flag, I hope that when you look at a flag, you think of the rich history it stands for. To some Americans, the flag stands for so much more. It's a symbol of our founding fathers' vision.